200 PPW studio tapings and Premier Planet. On behalf of myself and everyone here at PPW, I want to thank you all so much for your continued support that has helped to get us to this spot. And now we're turning a new chapter here in Premier Pro Wrestling. And let me fill you in on what you missed. If you were not able to make it out to the Premier Studio this last Saturday night for PPW 200, we opened the evening with a one-on-one match. It was Anakin taking on newcomer out of the Premier Academy, Jose Acosta. Now, Jose really gave Anakin a run for his money in this one, really showcasing those skills he's learned in the Premier Academy. But Anakin, more experienced, more seasoned, he's able to deliver a sliced bread type maneuver on Jose. And that was enough to put Jose away. Anakin picks up a moral victory on his way to his big 2 out of 3 falls tag team match later in the evening. Following that, special matchup with a special time limit, 10 minutes for Levi and Lawton. These guys were really going to have to think quick on their feet if they wanted to be the winner in this one. These guys came so close on both sides during the matchup to putting the other one away, but in the end, the time limit expired with neither one able to pick up a pinfall or a submission. However, Premier officials were so impressed by the display, they've decided that this coming weekend, there will be a rematch. La Tarantula facing Levi with 5 extra minutes tacked onto the time limit. So a 15-minute time limit coming up in that one this weekend. Before we continue, speaking of this weekend, I am excited to announce that coming up this Saturday and Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 back-to-back studio tapings. That's right, Friday and Saturday this coming weekend, so make sure you free up your calendars and come out and see all the action when we bring you 2 back-to-back studio tapings. Following that match between Levi and La Tarantula, it was a tag team match. Connor Core and 02 taking on the team of Not Bad Chad and Irish Andy Anderson. Now, of course, Connor and 0, they're not above trying to pull a few dirty tricks. And at the end of the match, Connor is actually able to put his feet on the ropes where the referee couldn't see it. But as Connor and 0 were celebrating getting the 1, 2, 3, Sky Blue, who had been the special guest referee in the opening contest, comes to the ring and informs the referee that she witnessed Connor put his feet on the ropes. This caused the referee to reverse the decision and award the match to Chad and Andy by way of disqualification. Then this led to a heated exchange between Connor and Sky. And Sky announced that this coming weekend she has been cleared to return to in-ring competition here in PPW, and she challenged Connor to a one-on-one match. And Connor said, no way, but instead offered, as he called it, a consolation prize and offered up 02 to face Sky this coming weekend. But Sky tacked on the stipulation that if she's able to beat 02, she's going to get Connor one-on-one. And after that match, it was that big 2 out of 3 falls tag team match. War to settle the score, if you will. Inestra and Sensei taking on Anakin and Chase Gosling. Now, of course, Inestra and Sensei also not above taking a few shortcuts and employing some dirty tricks. At certain points, they're able to isolate Anakin from the much bigger and much more experienced Chase Gosling. But here's the rundown of how these falls went. The first fall actually went to Anakin and Chase Gosling because as Anakin is trying to roll up Inestra's got his hands on the rope. Unfortunately, he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Chase Gosling walks over, kicks Inestra's hands off the rope, and this allows Anakin to get the 1, 2, 3. But then fall number 2 went to the opposition, Inestra and Sensei. When they were able to get Chase Gosling to distract the referee, a blind tag. Chase is in the ring arguing with the official. They execute a double team on Anakin. This brings them the second fall, and then we go into the third and final sudden death fall. And let's take a look at the footage to show you what happened at the close of this contest. So you can see there, perhaps in a moment of desperation, Inestra and Sensei say to hell with the rules. They bring that kendo stick into the equation. They lose the match by way of disqualification, but for a time, they lay a beating on Chase and Anakin, but then Chase and Anakin are able to turn the tables and chase off Inestra and Sensei with their own kendo stick. And this Friday night, again, 2 back-to-back studio tapings. There's going to be 2 one-on-one matches. It's going to be Inestra taking on Anakin and Sensei taking on Chase Gosling. And there are going to be implications in this match that go beyond this blood-boiling feud that these guys have had going here in PPW. Because the winners of these matches are going to go on to Saturday night and to earn a seat in the #1 contenders tournament. That's right, we are going to crown a new #1 contender on Saturday night, but that's going to start off on Friday night when Inestra takes on Anakin and Sensei takes on Chase Gosling. These guys are going to duke it out for a top seat in that #1 contenders tournament. And after that match, it was our main event. After 1 week ago, the Prince of Pro Wrestling, TJ Steele, is able to steal a victory from Matt Vine by holding the trunks, and he earned himself a one-on-one PPW World Heavyweight Championship match against the champion at PPW 200. And these guys, like 2 great white sharks fighting over a fresh kill. Let's roll the footage and show you what happened at the close of this match.
Here's our winner and still Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion.
So a classic matchup here in Premier Pro Wrestling, one for the history books. Matt Vine is able to retain the PPW World Heavyweight Championship and keep his title reign alive and well at PPW 200. Now, as we move on to this new chapter here in Premier Pro Wrestling, we have, again, this big back-to-back studio taping this Friday and Saturday night. And it bears mentioning that in these these qualifying matches for the #1 contenders tournament between Inestra and Anakin and Chase Gosling and Sensei, it's going to be a one-on-one contest because Premier officials have banned accompaniments from the ring. So during Anakin's match with Inestra, Sensei and Chase Gosling will be barred from ringside and vice versa for the other match. Also coming up this Friday night, Sky Blue returns to action inside the PPW ring when she takes on 0-2. And again, if she's able to beat Zero, she will get her hands out in a one-on-one match against Connor Core. And then a big announcement coming off of PPW 200. The Pro Wrestling Noah and New Japan Pro Wrestling star, the 6'5", 270-pound Jay Bradley, will be here Friday night, and he has challenged the World Heavyweight Champion, the world exclusive Matt Vine, to a one-on-one match. But Jay Bradley has insisted that this be a non-title match. He's not coming for the title. In fact, he is coming to make an example of Matt Vine. Jay Bradley is frustrated with how the industry is going these days. He's frustrated with not getting as much notice as he would like, and he is coming to make an example of the world exclusive. He's coming to hurt him. He's coming to even maim him, some say he's been saying. So come out this Friday night to see all that action as we kick off our another back-to-back studio taping. Again, Sky Blue versus 0-2. We've got Sensei versus Chase Gosling and Inestra versus Anakin. Both of those are qualifying matches for the #1 contenders tournament that's going to start on Saturday night. And again, in those matches, accompaniments are banned from ringside. And again, Jay Bradley, coming here to Premier Pro Wrestling after 4 years, looks to make an example of the World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Vine. Once again, Premier Planet, a big thank you to all of you, not just for this last Saturday night at PPW 200, but for 200 amazing studio tapings that preceded it. We love you guys so much, and we want to thank you for your continued support and ask you to keep sharing our posts on social media and keep spreading word just by good old-fashioned word of mouth. We will see you folks out here in Woodstock this Friday and Saturday night for 2 back-to-back studio tapings.